Hello, my dear students, dear viewers, welcome everybody. Today in this very short session, we will be reading critically John Donne's When the Sun Rising. We will also have a short discussion on John Donne as a metaphysical poet with special reference to this poem particularly. At first, I would like to suggest my dear students to keep the text beside you so that you can follow me up with the lines. As for me, I have gotten access to the poem online here in the site poetryfoundation.com. Let's begin with the term metaphysical or metaphysical poetry. The word metaphysical etymologically means something beyond the physical. It also means something based on abstract general reasoning. But to speak of metaphysical poets is to speak of a group of 17th century English poets who formed a school being unified by similar methods and techniques of composing verse. The word metaphysics was used for the first time by John Dryden, and the term metaphysical was first time used for them by Dr. Samuel Johnson, but with a pejorative. It is only in the 20th century that critics like Grierson and T.S. Eliot took a renewed interest in them. They literally reinstated these poets again in public popularity. Intellectualism, or saying something common in an uncommon way, is the hallmark of these poets. As far as the poetic oeuvre of John Donne is concerned, to his credit, he has satires, songs and sonnets, holy sonnets, elegies, anniversaries, but most of his anthologies, most of his publications were published posthumously. And in his poems, we see three themes in major way. These are love, rather erotic love, travel, and religion. Let's go across straight to the poem itself. Let me remind you that this poem, The Sun Rising, is in the direct tradition of an obit. What is an obit? An obit is a song or poem which greets the morning, but with a sense of lamentation in the lovers, in the sense that they are to be parted away. The poet begins thus: "Busy old fool, unruly sun, why dost thou thus through windows and through curtains call on us? Must to thy emotions lover seasons run?" The sun is being directly addressed, but not in a conventional way. Rather, the sun is presented here as old fool, unruly sun. The sun, who is actually the giver of life, is here presented here as old fool and unruly. Who is unruly? Unruly person is someone who never sticks to laws or disciplines. Through windows and through curtains call on us. The sun is being presented here as someone who is intruding upon the lover's bedroom. Saucy pedantic rage, go child-led schoolboys and shower apprentices, go tell court huntsmen that the king will ride, call country hands to harvest offices. The poet in these later lines rather reminding the sun that your duty never lies in this very room. Your duty lies outside this room, out in the outside world. Your duty rather lies in reminding the schoolboys who are late in attending to school, the huntsmen, court huntsmen, or the retinues who are to attend upon the king who is going to take a ride. Its duty, the sun's duty, lies to remind the ants that their harvesting time has come upon. Love all alike, no seasons, knows, nor climb, nor hours, days, months, which are the rags of time. Again, the poet asserts that love is all powerful and it is immaterial to the small parts or small units of time like hours, days, months. So it does not stick to the normal laws, normal norms of the time. So in this very first stanza, the poet is presenting here two worlds: one private world, which is immaterialistic, and opposite to that is there another public world which is materialistic. So this private immaterialistic world is immaterial to the norms of the public material world. In the second stanza, the poet says, "Thy beams so reverent and strong, why shouldest thou think I could eclipse and cloud them with wing?" So he again underestimating the sun's powers. Thy beams so reverent. Why you think of yourself as so powerful, and why you deem your beams, means sun rays, so reverent and strong. So the poet is reminding time and again the sun that you don't take yourself so much self-esteem. I could eclipse and cloud them with a wing. The poet again reminds that if the poet lover wants, he can eclipse the sun, he can shut the sun out. But that I would not lose her sight so long. But that he is not doing. The sun is being saved from being shut out because the poet does not want to drop his eyelids even for a moment. Because dropping the eyelids even for a moment means losing the sight of his lady love even for a moment. So the poet is not entertaining that. So that's why the sun is being saved rather. If her eyes have not blinded thine, again another hyperbolic line. If her eyes have not blinded thine, if the eyes of the lady love are more shining, they can outshine you the sun. So if you have been saved from being blinded, and it depends only in the whims of the lover and the lady love. Look, and tomorrow late tell me whether both the Indias of spice and mind be where thou leftest them or lie here with me. So if you have been saved from being blinded, then tomorrow you can report us, you can tell us whether the Indias of spice and mind, Indias in that time already due to navigations, explorations, these Indias were explored, and from England's point of view, and both Indias, means the India and the West Indies, they are famous for spice and mine, gold mine respectively. So be where thou leftest them. So this very room, this very bedroom, lover's room, are richer than the spice and mine of two Indies or two Indias. Be here or lie here with me. So all the wealth accumulated in the outside world, they can be at par with this room, since this very room is far more richer and more wealthier than the outside world. Ask for those kings whom thou sawest yesterday, and thou shalt hear all here in one bed lay. The poet is being more and more specific gradually. Ask for those kings. So you don't need to go for other kings. Ask for those kings whom thou sawest yesterday, and thou shalt hear all here in one bed lay. All the kings and kingdoms, they are rather accumulated here, is contracted here in one bed here in the bedroom of the lovers. So how much the love is powerful and how much the lovers are powerful, because of love they share mutually. So this very sense is being projected again and again. And let me say, it is in these lines, the way that both the Indias of spice and mind, you had thou leftest them or lie here with me. Ask for those kings whom thou sawest yesterday, all here in one bed lay. So these are written as if to reinforce or to stress upon the Eurocentric norm. So here these are the lines which the post-colonial critics takes objection to. Siege all states and all princes and nothing else is. The poet is again being more specific. Siege all states and all the wealth, all the kingdom. Previously he mentioned. Now siege all states and all princes I. So the poet is being more and more specific. Siege all states and all princes I, nothing else is. So she, the lady love, is all the states, all the kingdoms, and I am the princess, or I am the prince, all the princes, or I am the all the kings. So These are the very lines again which the feminist critics takes objection with, because even in setting up a romantic love, the poet knowingly or unknowingly is stressing upon a hierarchy of power or patriarchy. Let's keep that thing apart. So, in the gradual development of theme, another line: princes do but players compared to these all honors mimic, all well alchemy. So, outside, in the outer world, the princes do but players. They are only other princes are actually the actors. They imitate me. I am compared to all the princes. So, princess, I am the actual princess. All the princes taken together, and they in the outside world, the other princes in the outside world, they only imitate me. Compared to this, all honors mimic, all wealth alchemy, and the wealth honor in the outside world, they are nothing but the imitation and mimicry. Thou, son, art half as happy as we, in that the world is contracted thus. Again, he is clarifying the all the world outside that is being more and more contracted, that is converted to this room, to this bedroom, to this abode of the lover and the lady love. Thine age asks thee, and since thy duties be to warm the world, that's done in warming us. Again, in an argumentative way, the poet says that thine age asks each, you have become aged, you have become superannuated, you need some relaxation, you need some ease. So, reverting to the first line word, thou old son, again the same thing he maintains, but in an argumentative way, he says that, the poet says that you need some relaxation since you have become aged, superannuated. And if your duties are to warm the world, that is done in warming us. If your duties are in warming the world, you can better do your duty by warming us. You can serve us. So, shine here to us, and thou art everywhere. This bed thy center is, these walls thy sphere. Again, he is being more specific. Shine here to us, and thou art everywhere. If you be here, it means you are in the outside world. If your duty is to shine on the outside world, you can shine upon us as well. Because in shining upon us, you can do your duty in a better way. So, in this very argumentative way, the poet is trying to convince the son that he and his lady love, they form a better universe, better world, rather than the outside world. So, even if it is the private world, immaterialistic world, but it is more richer, more powerful than the outside world. So, in this way, the outside or the macrocosm is being contracted to the microcosm. So, in this very way, in the Donnean vein, as we see in other poetry, other poems of John Donne, and that his poetry is never conceived in soul, rather it is conceived in wit. So we also find the better example here in this poem also. I think you have understood in a better way. So let's call it a day. Thank you.